Yo, I was right. That was fast. Granny just said, okay, bye. She said, thanks for the super chats. I think you guys missed it. Sophia, thank you for gifting a cootership. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Welcome in. Granny ended and sent you guys over to me. That was fast. She gone, but she did say thank you for all the super chats and the support. She flew you over here with no warning. Do you feel cheated? She wants you guys to get yelled at over here. Well, welcome in. Welcome back. She yeeted you and now you're here. Hit the like button. We're going to go over Mob Crew reviewing me, I guess. I haven't seen this yet, but this is what we're going to do to pass the time. Mrs. Fletcher, thank you so much. 13 whole months, girl. Thank you. Well, welcome here. Welcome here. Oh, Granny, rare form is right. Holy smokers. I feel like we just ran a race. Oh, thank you, Max. You're so funny. Thank you for the $30. I appreciate that a lot. Hey, Captain Kurt, welcome in. Welcome in, Amy C. and Melissa, Evelyn. Good to see you guys. You guys are over here, right? Meow. Granny's singing is life. That is personal opinion, in my opinion. I couldn't tell. He randomly brought me up. Okay, so this is Krama Chronicles. Actually edited this for easier listening. So shout out to Krama Chronicles for sending this to me. I appreciate it very, very much. But we're going to see what he had to say. Because if you guys saw on J is for Justice, I released a video that was from my live stream about Nerdy Addict stating that Sebastian Rogers had called a burner phone. And he called a burner phone, and allegedly the police, or the investigators rather, triangulated that burner phone call that was made to Clarksville. And we noted at 1 year missing that the FBI actually added that Sebastian Rogers has ties to Clarksville. So it's interesting to me to find out that he's trying to debunk Nerdy Addict's info. And I don't know if Nerdy Addict's info is correct or not, but I find it interesting, and it's, obviously a really good talking point. What's up, Carl? So I did not hear this myself, so this is a blind reaction from me. So here we go. You have family in Clarksville. Well, Nerdy Addict was on the ground, and I also wanted to let you guys know that he is going live tonight. So I wanted to share the link to Nerdy's live tonight. So let me get that for you. I didn't know that Nerdy Addict was on YouTube. I've always just followed him on X. So, upcoming live stream. So it's set for 6 p.m. tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern. Here is the link. If you guys want to go hit the notification. Thank you for being number 200, Cindy. Thank you, Callie, for replaying. Anything that Mob is for should be considered sus. Yes, absolutely. Not saying he's credible. I'm just curious how he's debunking what I was saying. Because I'm not sure how you can debunk something if you're not sure if it happened. Oh, his smacking. Oof. Well, let's get into it, guys. Let's see what he's got to say. This is 45 minutes. This is 45 minutes, and we're going to walk through it. You made me a cooter beaver. Oh, okay, Annie, I'll check. Here's the link to Nerdy Addict. Well, welcome in, Robat. Good to see you as well, Awkward. Thank you for being here. All right, so let's see what this clown's got to say. I've never reviewed Mob Crew, but here we go.
Let me know in the chat when we get to that point. But anyway, I do wonder. So again, I wish we had time to fully recap this, but obviously she has a dash cam. Now it has audio inside the car, but obviously the video is only showing the road itself, right? But I have gotten word, allegedly, it's a rumor, which I've that. Let me move forward here. I do wonder if the green hoodie lady, if she is involved.
He's still talking about green hoodie, even though the FBI has debunked that.
If she was there to maybe hand Katie something, say a burner phone or something, and that way she's getting instructions.
We are literally at Clue and Cletus's mercy, Nikki. We're waiting for them to make the first move. We don't know what time. We don't know anything about the details, so we're just waiting for Clue and Cletus. It sounds like it. There's Krama. Where's Krama? Jay's all over the place. Like, does he finish the sentence?
And then remember, she's got to head back home. And there's a couple spots here where, especially this road here, where it's a little bit back road, where then you'll come onto Stop 30, I think it's called, and then you can get on New Shackle Lane, which is right here, and then that pretty much takes you straight to Long Hollow Pike and then their neighborhood. But you could easily have, let's just say in this scenario, have somebody parked there, and Green Hoodie was there to say, hey, it's a go, someone's in place, maybe familiar with Sebastian, and then when he gets to either this stop or one of these stops or just before, there's a car that pulls up to the side. Obviously, the dash cam would be just facing the road in front. She could kick on some music.
He's talking about Katie's dash cam, is what I'm assuming.
Or whatever. And Sebastian gets...
Kick on some music. What is this dude talking about? Right, Music City. That's a really good question. Why is he so invested? Money?
It's transferred out. And then no one's done the wiser. You hear audio, at least of him leaving. But allegedly, rumor has it that there's only 6 minutes of audio. Again, just rumor. But here's just an example of dash cam. So, right, you can't see inside the car at all. You can only basically see, I don't know where you have it, maybe the hood at best of your car. And
so he took
and then, interestingly enough, we know, huge shout out to Silvers. He's driven through this.
Huge shout out to Silvers. Hey, Alabama.
Neighborhood a couple times, I think twice at night, and I believe both times, especially in this one on the right side, is him. You'll notice, and even the neighbor that lives across the street that captured the surveillance, she mentioned that she saw days before where she watched Sebastian skipping around to the mailbox and that they had their porch light on, and she even made note to a creator saying, hey, it's kind of odd that the porch light wasn't on, and then here you go, the times that people drive by it, porch light is on. Coincidence? Maybe.
The fuck is he talking about? I'm sorry, I'm lost right now. I don't know what he's talking about as of yet.
I doubt it. But clearly the porch light wasn't on that night. And then even Seth said he doesn't think that it was his son. He could tell it was Sebastian. Now, in that video, allegedly, this is just coming from second-hand, third-hand source, but coming from Seth, is that allegedly in the video, you can see someone pulling out the trash, but obviously it's very dark, and apparently they were wearing a hoodie. Again, that's just rumor. I've even heard ball cap, but I don't know for sure. I think the hoodie is more, I would say, credible as a rumor than the ball cap. I've heard that a few times, but I'm not sure on the ball cap. And what do you know? Katie does have a hoodie in Texas Roadhouse. So then, let's see here.
Oh my God.
Just waiting 1 second here. But this would be could look like, obviously, it's not even close.
What is he playing?
And then the person, they pull up.
It looks like this, but it's not even close. What the fuck is this? Look at this. Excuse me, but what the fuck is this? Mob? How do I make that bigger? What is this?
Just waiting.
That's supposed to be Sebastian? Dude. Come on.
In Texas Roadhouse. So then, let's see here. Just waiting 1 second here. But this would be could look like, obviously, it's not
Obviously, it's not even close.
even close, but and then
No, it's not close. So why the fuck are you showing it?
the person, they pull out the trash because this is where the trash can is, and then they run back. And Katie, in her interview with the PI, which is going to be released for the members and Patreons tomorrow, and then I'll probably release it Monday.
Wait, what? Katie in her interview with the PI. What is he talking about?
Which is going to be released for the members and
How does he have an interview with Katie and a PI that he's releasing on his Patreon? What is that?
Patreons tomorrow, and then I'll probably release it Monday for everybody
Excuse me? What interview?
else. She makes a note that you can tell it's him because of his mannerisms and the way he's running back. And so obviously as a mother, you would know hopefully your child's mannerisms. And so
I'll put it out for members and Patreons, scammer.
you're just seeing a shadowy figure, and then all you see is that shadowy figure running back to the home, but you can't make him out. You could claim, oh, that's Sebastian because he's running, but clearly it could be.
Why is his microphone up by his eyeballs? I don't think Katie would do an interview with someone Seth hired. Yeah, behind a paywall, exactly.
Katie or somebody else.
Correct me.
It's 9/12.
All right, moving on from there. So how does if that happened, if he was transferred, and again, we're going to get to the new stuff here in just a minute, but if he was transferred, how would the 3 a.m. lights play in? Well, keep in mind, if they did transfer Sebastian out, right? And remember, he had 3 pairs of shoes. He had a new pair of sneakers, an old pair of sneakers, and a pair of boots. So obviously, at the very least, you would need his shoes and probably that Yoda shirt to show proof that he made it back home. And I think this is probably where they screwed up the scenario. It could be true, is they were so worried about the shoes being back and they put him there that having him there looks terrible because now all of his shoes are there and he allegedly wandered off barefoot in the middle of pitch black. Sounds ridiculous. So I think to get those back, whoever was involved, another party, extended family, whatever, then would have to
There he is, going with the extended family story again.
show up. Obviously, they're not going to drive right to the home because that would be on the night he went missing. So
this clown has an interview of Katie and Heather Cohen that no one has ever heard, and he's putting it behind a paywall? What?
well, it just everything plays out the same, except the only thing is that they're going to pick up clothes from the vehicle and come back. And again, it does make sense in that point. Where is the shirt? Yes, Dane, because Seth was so busy. He said he was there 3 days from the first day that they were searching for him when he was at the home, that there was so much going on. He never had a chance to really examine the home or anything. So that's how the lights kind of play into it. So 3 a.m. and everything still.
He's never had an opportunity to examine the home? I thought Seth is the one that said all his shoes were there.
You'd have to get the clothes back. So I do like that theory. It is sound. Again, it's still just a theory, but we still have the unknown cars and all that. So no worries, Phil. Why turn off camera and lights around house if they drop Sebastian on the way home? Why then turn off camera? Oh, I don't know if you're talking about inside the car, Mimi? From what I understand, the recording went until they got to the home, from what I understand. I'm not sure if I understand that question 100%. If they drop Sebastian on the way home. She mentioned lights. Yeah, I don't know if you can elaborate, maybe I can. But anyway, like I said, we dived much deeper into it yesterday. If you want to check it out, if you missed it. But I want to come to the newer stuff. But again, that's just kind of a real quick summarization. Obviously, yesterday's video had all the different little clips from Katie and Chris talking and all that. Got to the scenario of him not making
I don't know if he's recapping something or what, but we'll keep going.
Home. And then if you think about it, one last 2 things about this scenario as well that also kind of a little bit more validity to it as well is, did I pass it? I think.
What is he doing?
This. So remember, Chris and Katie, remember, he went missing on the 25th, looking for him on the 26th. Remember, they did 2 interviews with Duchess, like 3D4 or something like that, somewhere around in there. And then...
Yeah, and he sure as hell knew where all the cameras were. That's true, that dude.
He did one with Smiley. And then it wasn't until Chronicles of Olivia, nearly a month later, is when then they mention, the first time, Katie mentions a noise. I don't know how you go through all those times. If this would be the last time you allegedly heard Sebastian and spoke to him, you would think that would be a big deal and something that like seared into your brain. Yet no mention of that with at least 3. Oh, well, of course, they did the interviews with the news station, so I'm not sure how many. I know at least 5, probably even more. It's not until March 18th, the video's released on the 20th, but yeah, at least 3 weeks, then they mention the noise. And then you mentioned the noise, but then you don't know what you're doing. And if you think about it with this scenario that he never made it home, here's another thing where they're trying to show proof of life that he's home, right? Because if they don't mention that, then more to support he didn't make it home. And if you add this noise, it's almost like they're trying to come up with details that show, oh, look, he made it home. Shoes are here. Oh, yeah, that noise we heard. Last time I spoke to him and he spoke to me. Got it.
Okay, I have to stop this for a second. This guy's all over the place. So I want to share this for you guys before we go any further with this clown, because look at this. We're going to read through this. This is facts, okay? This is from the FBI website. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay? God. So it says here, this is an official site of the U.S. government. This is the FBI, okay? So we go down and it says on February 26, 2024, Katie Proudfoot went to wake up her 14-year-old son for school. To her surprise, he was nowhere to be found. Now, put a 1 in chat if you've read this from the FBI. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers had spent the previous day with his mother. The pair shopped at a department store, played video games at a bowling alley, and had dinner at a local restaurant before heading home for the evening. After returning to their home, Katie and Sebastian prepared for bed, saying goodnight between 9 and 10. Katie told us a little bit before 10 she heard a loud bang come from Sebastian's room. So she yelled out to ask if he was okay, to which he responded that he was, said Detective Brandon Carter from the Sumner County Sheriff's Office. She told him to go to bed because they had to be up early the next morning. Katie called her husband, who was out of town in Southwest Tennessee for work, and the two of them spoke for nearly 2 hours before she went to sleep around midnight. The next morning was the beginning of what would become a massive search for Sebastian. Katie called her husband and told him that she couldn't find Sebastian, that he wasn't in his room or anywhere in the house, said Carter. Katie got into her car and drove around the neighborhood and to Sebastian's school, which was less than a mile from their house, searching for Sebastian before returning home. During this time, her husband called local emergency communications center to report him as missing. In the early days of the search, it seems Sebastian vanished without a trace. This was kind of a question mark, said FBI Nashville Special Agent Robert Barrett. Mom wakes up and he is just gone. There's a question mark, and we've got to figure out what happened. The question mark only grew bigger as the search went on. Sebastian did not take any clothes, shoes, money, food, or his cell phone, said Carter. His cell phone and cash were both lying on the dining room table where they had been the day before when he went to bed. According to Katie, there was a small yellow flashlight that she thinks was missing, but that was the only thing that appeared to be gone from the house. In the first week of the search for Sebastian was a massive community and interagency effort and then they list all these agencies. The search consisted of about a 4.5-mile radius around Sebastian's home. There were roughly 2,000 searchers with an app tracking their movements. The searchers could also use the app to plot things on a map that they observed while out searching. In addition to ground searchers, Ellie employed every available resource: fire departments, mounted patrols, ATVs, search and rescue canines, drones, helicopters, and even an airplane. During day 2 of the search, the Sumner County Sheriff's Department reached out to the FBI for assistance. Day 2. And specific resources that could potentially help Sebastian, who has high-functioning autism. I contacted our FBI Child Abduction Rapid Deployment Team for initial consults. Then they brought in the FBI Behavioral Analysis Unit to assist, said Barrett. The BAU shared a statistic that about 50% of autistic children are prone to wander. They are also naturally drawn to bodies of water, and 71% of fatal outcomes involving missing autistic children were the result of drowning. That information helped us focus search efforts around bodies of water. In addition, law enforcement searched almost every home in the neighborhood, almost every home. Video recordings from nearby homes and a dashboard camera in Katie's car showed that Katie and Sebastian didn't leave the house after their return home from dinner. That is a big bing bong, okay? Because this clown over here is trying to say, oh, they may not have made it back after dinner. It says right here they did. No other cars were seen coming or going from Katie's home during the evening and early morning hours the night or day Sebastian disappeared. We have followed every tip that has come in, said Josh Savely, special agent in charge for the Criminal Investigation Division at the TBI. Criminal Investigation Division. Some of those tips we continue to examine at a deeper level, but the vast majority we have cleared as either being irrelevant or ended with no results. The lack of answers in the search for Sebastian has pushed the community to widely share the story on online platforms. But law enforcement reminds the public to be wary of misinformation from unverified sources. Sebastian's disappearance has deeply affected our community, said Carter. We understand the desire for the community to want answers and for us to explain every step of this investigation, but we can't release all the case details without risking the integrity of the investigation. We ask the community refocus on what matters most, and that's finding Sebastian. Saying united and supportive will bring us closer to the answers we're looking for. Promptly sharing tips and information with Sumner County Sheriff, TBI, and FBI is the best way to find Sebastian. So 2 rumors. Here's case rumors versus reality. 2 rumors have been disproven, according to the FBI. A house down the street from Sebastian's had security footage from the night of his disappearance. The camera, angled in a direction that happened to be facing Sebastian's backyard, captured 2 small moving lights. At first glance, the lights appeared to be right in Sebastian's yard, suggesting someone was lurking with 2 flashlights in hand. A potential suspect given Sebastian's disappearance the same night. However, when law enforcement further investigated the video, they disproved this theory. The dark sky and camera angle combined had distorted the security footage. When they examined the video in relation to the topography of the area, they found that the lights were actually coming from a pair of truck headlights flickering through the trees from a street atop a hill about 300 yards. Law enforcement further investigated to confirm that the flashlights were actually headlights. Okay. Thank you, Sophia. That's funny. They also created an overlay of the security footage in daylight with a topographic map. In the daylight, it would have been clear the lights were coming from the hill. So I'm assuming that that would be honeysuckle, right? That would be honeysuckle, and they're saying it's truck headlights. They're not saying a trash truck. They're not saying a pickup truck. They're just saying a truck. Headlights. Now, do you remember when a man that lived on Honeysuckle was interviewed? Hey, Body. There was a man interviewed on Honeysuckle who said, I've seen that boy walking at other times, but not at this time. That's what I'm wondering, Carl. You're right, Mr. Tomato Head. He's just grifting, but I think it's important to read through this. So what they're saying is that these are headlights from a truck. And then we have, of course, what he keeps talking about over here, the mob, the person in the green hoodie theory. A video surfaced of Sebastian and Katie in the parking lot of the local restaurant that they visited the night Sebastian disappeared. In the video, a person in a green hoodie briefly interacts with Katie. Suspicious arose that in this short interaction, the person in the green hoodie was planning something with Katie related to Sebastian's disappearance. Law enforcement spoke with employees at the restaurant who confirmed the person in the green hoodie is a frequent customer and helped identify them. Law enforcement met with this person who happened to be wearing the same green hoodie in the video, and they confirmed they were not a suspect. So that's what we get as far as case rumors from the FBI. So take with that what you will. But mob obviously didn't get the memo, right? Because he's continuing to spread misinformation. He's continuing to spread misinformation. Let's get him back up here. All right, let's keep going.
In that sense, another thing that kind of improves life. And then the other thing, and then we'll get into the new stuff for today, is the small flashlight, which I have such a huge issue with, that they know about by day 2. Within less than 48 hours, the little small keychain flashlight, they somehow know that that is missing. And I think this adds more to them trying to proof of life that he made it home, right? That's just another thing. And here is...
Clue has a live for 1:30 Eastern. Guys, I'll redirect over there. Let me know.
Melissa Proudfoot, Miss, on day 2 I'm gonna read the whole thing, but walked out in the middle of the night with his glasses, a small flashlight, no shoes. We've been searching since 6:30 yesterday. Clearly, they confirmed on day 1 at 6:30. So clearly, that was written on day 2. So interesting. And Mike Demand from YouTube has been breaking down every single guy. He's been breaking down so much. For those who are familiar with Mike Demand, putting in a lot of work. I'm sure he'll eventually grow as a
he's
YouTuber.
milking it for sure.
Another person who's really good at breaking down. I forget what's the profession that is, linguist or whatever. But he's breaking that down, and he even kind of he thought the way that this was written was almost like it was written by Katie. And if you haven't seen that, I think I know he has a video on that, just breaking this down. I think kind of says even could have been Katie writing this, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, that is it in a nutshell. But again, if you missed it, definitely check that out.
Okay, so he's spewed a bunch of bullshit. We're 7.5 minutes in. So Clue is going live in about 20 minutes. I didn't cover Donna Speedy Gonzalez, but I am set up to redirect to her right before she goes live. So we'll get through this as much as we can, and we can pick it up later. But I will be redirecting you over to Clue for her live stream and what happened today in court, because we all want to know. So sit tight, and I'll keep you entertained until she goes live.
From yesterday. Let me get to chat, and then we'll get into the burner phone and all the crazy stuff that's happened in the last 24 hours.
Crazy
It's
stuff.
just nonsense. And then, of course, I'm going to bring some receipts. Just a few. Just a little nibble. But I told you guys, those that follow me, it's the best policy.
No, it's scheduled for 1:30 Eastern because it's already 1:08 Eastern time. Thank you, SS. It's 1:08. We're live in 20 minutes with Clue. So hang out with me. We'll go through as much as we can, and we'll finish it up later.
This case does get solved or arrests are made, I will release all my text messages. Not all, but at least
you'll release all your text messages for what? From the green team? Oh, but not all. Did you hear that?
Arrests are made, I will release all my text messages. Not all, but at least the most important ones.
Oh, okay.
That show that there was stuff that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's shout people out real quick. Thank you so much for the $5 euro. You are a legend. Thank you so much, Sensei, and I appreciate all the love and support. And thank you so much for the gifted Mob Crew membership. God bless you, Sensei. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. DJ Polly, hopefully I got that right. It's a little small right there.
DJ
thank you so much for the super chat. God bless you.
Shut up.
Okay. Kind of got up on that. I saw someone mention Deception Detective. Is he in
Oh my God.
the chat? I have something
Deception Detective.
for him that I'm working on. Hopefully I'll have it out by Monday. Maybe I'll send it via email to him. Man, I would love to have him break that thing down. Good to see you, Leslie and Billy. Hope you're doing well. Neighbor down the road. Wonder if you're getting that storm as well. It's not a big storm, but it's getting a little rowdy out there for a bit. Okay, let's get to the nonsense, and then I'm going to show you guys some...
let's get to the nonsense. The only nonsense is you and your stupid logo and your GoFundMe. The fact that you have a pink cat to do true crime is Creep Town, dude. Come on now.
Seats for the first time. And he says, so you think he made it home, and then, again, like I said, I almost say 50-50 either way. But
you're going to say 50-50 that he made it home? The FBI said he made it home, dickwad. You're a fucking dickwad. That's who you are. Dickwad. I'm 50-50. Like, your fucking word means shit. It doesn't. This is why I didn't cover this on J is for Justice, because I knew it was going to piss me off. Him and his fucking pink cat logo. Mob.
Into this, him not making it home, and how much like him. And one last thing I'll mention, then we'll move on to the new stuff, is I even showed so I thought was very important because, let's see, let's see. Yeah, here.
I mean, what a dick move. The FBI says they made it home. He's like, oh, I'm 50-50. Get the fuck out of here.
And he is on video, and the FBI was.
Okay, so this is that interview that I'm in, so I can release it. But yeah, I missed it yesterday. Listen to what Katie says.
Definitely.
We went home straight from Texas Roadhouse, and we were home for approximately 15 minutes before he took the trash out. And he is on video, and the FBI was able to clear it up and confirm that it's him.
Okay, there you go. She even said it. So who's lying? Oh, I'm 50-50.
In her own words, the FBI was able to clear it up and confirm it was him. I would think that's a big deal.
Even though you could tell it's him from a mile away.
Oh, sorry, it turned it up a little bit. And of course, all you can see is a dark, shadowy figure, allegedly with a hood. And the only way, allegedly, that you could even tell, allegedly, it was Sebastian is because the person's running back, and only Sebastian would be running back. But in her own words...
What? Only Sebastian would be running. What the fuck is he talking about? His gal crush coffin never has said there's proof Sebastian made it home. Right. Right. Word of the day, dickwad. He is a dickwad.
FBI cleared it up.
That's a really gross word, too, if you think about it.
And confirmed it, right?
Okay. He took the trash about 15 minutes. And that was what was.
So the FBI statement.
This is part of the call with Heather Cohen and Katie. And if Heather Cohen gave out interviews with Katie, she's an asshole, too. How did he get that?
It came out August. And time flies. Here we are. This is straight from the FBI. This is just a screenshot from the top part.
Oh.
And here is in their
Read
own
the whole thing, motherfucker.
words. February 6th, Katie woke up the school.
We just read this.
Day he spent with his mother. The pair shopped at a department store, played video games at a bowling alley, had dinner at a local restaurant before heading home for the evening. After returning to their home in Hendersonville, Tennessee, Katie and Sebastian...
Okay, there you are. You just read it yourself from the FBI, but you're 50-50.
prepared for bed, saying goodnight sometime between 9 and 10 p.m. But yet they do not mention, which I would think would be a big deal, in between these two paragraphs would be on ring cam is Sebastian Rogers taking out the trash at 7:00 p.m. It is not there. I would think that would be a huge thing to point out. Got a lot.
Really? And who the fuck are you? Some dude who's grifting for your monthly fucking bills.
of people up, but it is not there. Okay. Moving on to the nonsense of today, and then showing a couple of receipts. So remember, the last few days we've been kind of a bed phone that looks like she puts in, possibly getting a burner phone, right? Been kind of that again.
What? Now Katie's the one with the burner phone, even though I played numerous clips of Seth. Oh my God, we are definitely going to be revisiting this later. Is the stand? Oh, I already read that one. Thank you, Sophia. Katie Joyless, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to Cooterville. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anyone.
I mean, it looks clear as day that she's putting something in her ear. The burner phone clearly is more speculative, but we've been kind of a lot lately. And then guess what happens? Oh, one last thing. Good old fish sticks, man. It just, he's just still amazing me, man. This guy, holy hell. This is what happens when you look at a book cover. You know the quote, don't judge a book by its cover, you know, the thumbnail. He didn't watch. Well, I don't know. Let me know what you think in chat. So let me read this. This is from my live from yesterday. So he clearly watches me, or at the very least, just keeps an eye on me, which is kind of scary to think about. Mob Crew has now admitted to his followers. This is so great. Mob Crew has now admitted to his followers that for all this time, he has deceived them. Guess I have amnesia. I get hit on the head during my last two lives. I don't remember telling you guys I deceived you, but damn. There were no people in the lights field. There was not a 3M vehicle that kidnapped Sebastian Rogers. There was
Courtney, thank you so much for the Cash App. I just saw it. Thank you so much.
People moving through the neighborhood. Like he told his followers over and over and over. He has now admitted he lied. Holy shit. When did I do that? Am I getting old? Like, what is that? Amnesia, but, oh, my ADD brain. It'll come to me in a minute. But anyway, oh my gosh. And people start to forget. The word is like, but I just can't put it out, I'm sure. But anyway.
Dude, get a grip. Holy shit.
Anyway, I guess I got dementia now. He has now admitted he lied. He made it all up. Man, when did I do that? I got to go back and look at that. Alzheimer's.
Dementia?
Hell. Now he claims he has shocking evidence. Yeah, got to use those kind of titles in YouTube. Welcome to the YouTube world, buddy. That Sebastian never made it home to Texas Roadhouse. He never made it home. Then everything else Mob Heroes claim, those dumb enough to believe him wrong because you can't kidnap someone who isn't there. Well, no, we're just kind of around scenarios because, again, First Amendment right. And again, funny, it's okay for him and others to speculate and theorize because he does it all the time. I've seen it. Yet, I guess when I do it and others do it, it's a no, right? You can't speculate, right? Shit. It is crazy. Happen to be a person that believes this tragedy pimp clickbait clown, then you deserve each other. Wow. Going.
Ooh, get him.
After my followers like that, man. Clickbait clown, then you deserve each other. Wow.
You are a clickbait clown.
Wow.
With a pink cat.
Going after my followers like that, man. I just can't believe this is an adult, man. That's not adult.
Hey, Lynn.
There's times that I've lost my temper, and I'm not proud of it. And I hate drama. And again, I almost didn't want to go live on this, but I thought it's so funny because it's like, what do you guys think? Do you think he just saw my thumbnail? Which here, I'll show you the full thumbnail here.
He loves the attention from SF. I think he has a crush. Yeah, I know he's got a GoFundMe for his monthly bills. for his monthly bills. The pink cat, I don't know, because he's weird.
Do you think he just saw my thumbnail and then just assumed
No, he's sped up.
that now I am just going after this, you know, he didn't make it home and then never touched on the 3
So Chroma Chronicles edited this and took out the dead air and sped him up.
a.m. part, right? Or do you think he actually did watch it and put that out? And I could see it either way. You know what I mean? I don't know which one's worse. But my hell, man. Yeah, yes, of course. Yeah, serious bungee cord. Because I've been, you know, I'm not an expert, but I've been on some searches, and every case I worked on, especially, you know, you're actually working on it on the ground.
No, he said he has IBS. And I don't give a fuck what he has. He's a liar. He puts out misinformation about a missing kid. Fuck him.
There's weirdos that come out of the woodworks, even in the smaller cases, right? And it's kind of scary. It's just, and again, these are adults, right? You know, on social media, if you can't handle the heat, man, like, don't get it. Like, you're going to get criticized, right? I get criticized. That's on social media. That's always posted. They're going to get criticized one way or another, right? Nobody's going to fully agree with what you said, or you mispronounced something.
Yeah, but you don't deliberately lie to people, okay? It's one thing to make a mistake. It's a whole nother thing to just blatantly lie.
Everybody is going to look at, especially if they're more kind of people that are just kind of negative thoughts, that they're always just trying to look at, you know, to kind of slip up or something. But anyway, it's just wild.
Thank you,
to post this in a tweet. So now people read that, think, like saying that, like, oh, I've lied to all my viewers, right? Yet, I could go on and on. It's creepy. It is honestly creepy. Okay, let me make sure I didn't screw this up. But yeah, that's just weird. Oh, okay.
Clarksville area.
Okay, hold on, let me make sure.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, know what
I heard my name.
Okay. So let's first get to the nonsense, and then I'm going to show you guys some receipts, right? Again, I wish I could show all of them or more of them, but of course I can't burn my inside sources until the individuals are in lockup. Anyway, so now there's mention of a burner phone. So let's listen to this while I read chat. Comes from J for Justice podcast, which is a shame because I used to follow J for Justice. Like, really, I have no quarrels. Maybe you guys feel differently. Like, I've always tried to just stay in my lane and not get into the drama or politics on different channels. And, you know, it's covering Gabby Petito. Like, I shouted her out like a bunch of times. Like,
You shouted me out? Dude, I never asked for no shout out from you.
videos. You know, bug irks me because it's like, this is really just divided.
It irks you? Why? Because I tell the truth and you don't?
Bad taste in people's mouths and turn people on each other, and it's really sad.
Excuse me? I put a bad taste in people's mouths and turned people on each other? As you sit here and you ignore the FBI's info? Get the fuck out of here. You are the misinformation station.
You know, everybody should have different views. You know, you got a theory, and you feel like it's sound, but then, you know, looking at the other angle, right? Then you can kind of, or maybe they put holes into your theory, and then, you know, help you reorganize that theory to better solidify that. But, you know, it doesn't look at it like that anymore. You know, one side or the other or whatever. You know, it's crazy. So let's look at this burner phone. I'm not going to deep dive into it. There's not much in here. But again, the timing
There's not much in here, but you're playing it. Okay.
is interesting because we were just talking about a burner phone for the last 3 days, right? So let's see how this all started. It's pretty crazy. Let's see, really good. Do you see a nice post about SF and the issues he's got? Oh yeah. Hey, really
What are we listening to? Oh, never mind. That was Clue started her music. We'll go over to Clue in just a few minutes. She's got her music going.
You're kind of newer to the channel. I'm not sure.
I'm going to redirect y'all. I'm not going to let you miss anything. We're going to go over to Clues in about 5 minutes. Everybody chill. I know.
Seemed like I've seen your name before.
I'm aware. I'll send you guys
no
over.
Joke. No, yeah, I'm joking. I'm just saying, like, yeah, I remember. No joke, but it's just wild for him to make those accusations.
Sebastian Rogers had only a handful of saved contacts in his phone. After he disappeared, investigators reviewed his call records and allegedly discovered an outgoing call.
Okay, let me pause it. I'm gonna restart it. Brenda, thank you so much for becoming a member. It's on the channel. God bless you. I remember in an interview that KP was asked if she had heard Sebastian go out the window, and CP answered, "We would have heard him." Yes, DJ. Yeah, no, exactly.
Like, I've totally got my eye on her live, and I am, when the airplane lands, I will direct you over there. I got y'all. No, you're good, Toe Beans. 100% I support Clue and Cletus, and we all need to know and watch what happened.
I don't know if that was in Smiley's or Oh, there's so many interviews from that early days. But yes, I do remember that, Polly. Yeah, it's kind of eerie how much he inserts himself. Okay, so let me back this up. And I cut a good portion of this out. I just wanted to play the main parts. Just reading something, and I'll tell you who it came from. There's not a lot to it, but this is Jay, something out about allegedly having a burner phone. And here we go. And allegedly not even a last call. No word how she uses allegedly. Just keep that in mind.
Beginning. Sebastian Rogers had only a handful of saved contacts in his phone after he disappeared. And notice how she says allegedly. Of course I do. Because I don't know any of this to be fact. That's what you do, mob crew. You don't state shit as fact. You don't take FBI facts and twist them and say, oh, well, it's 50-50. No, it's not 50-50. Investigators reviewed his call records and allegedly discovered an outgoing call to a burner phone. Law enforcement allegedly traced and triangulated that number to the Clarksville area. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
And Clarksville, if you don't know, that's where Seth lives. And
yep, it sure is. And what is this weird thing you have up here? What is this mask? Why are you so fucking creepy?
I'll play this last part, and then I'll give my thoughts on it.
It says that Seth talked about mentioning having a burner phone. Okay. Nerdy asks, physical burners
And notice she said nerdy, and if you don't know who I'm talking about, I'll mention in a minute. Yep, she mentions allegedly.
or virtual burners provided through apps.
So she just said either a burner phone or a burner app, which is really just like Google Voice, or other apps where you can go, on your phone and get an app.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
And you basically just get a free number, and then that way it's tied to a name or your cell phone would be. Now the first issue with this is a burner cell phone. The proper definition of a burner cell phone is you get a prepaid phone, you use it, and then you burn it. Not literally, or you could literally, you get rid of it. So
you burn it?
Seth says well, I still have a burner phone. Well, it's not technically a burner phone because you still have the damn phone.
What? A burner phone, it doesn't become a burner when you don't have it. Holy shit, this guy's an idiot. It's not a burner phone because it's still in your possession. What? What is he talking about? He hasn't burned it. It's not burner.
Says
he has a second motherfucking phone. He said he had a second motherfucking phone that he was going to clear and give to his son. You're arguing motherfucking semantics at this point. Oh my God, this guy. I cannot. We're going to go to clues in just a minute, guys. And then we're going to pick this up later. Oh.
Well, I still have a burner phone. Well, it's not technically a burner phone because you still have the damn phone. So it's not a burner phone until you've bought the prepaid, used it, and then you ditched it. That is the full definition. At least from my understanding. That's
oh my God.
Full definition of a burner phone is you get rid of it after. But if you still have it, I don't know if that's considered a burner phone or you just bought a second phone that just happened to be a prepaid phone.
Does it fucking matter, idiot? It wasn't the regular phone that he used. Oh, I can't stand him.
Right? That's ridiculous. Now, the Google Voice app or an extended number, now that is kind of believable. And texting apps, yes, just texting apps. You can get a number.
Yeah, it's not believable. It's not believable because Seth said it himself. Seth said, oh, son, I'll clear this for you right now. You can have your own Call of Duty mobile. There's a little pressure being put on Seth and the Clarksville area due to possibly an app, maybe an Google Voice app or something along those lines that would give you a burner number or a physical burner. Okay, we're going to stop there. We are at 18 minutes and 45 seconds. We have breaking news over in Cluminati world. Let's go right now because they have started. So I will see you guys over there. Bye. Don't burn your phones.